I think one of the problems is, and this is a real thing about people who are technicians tend to be very task focused. I used to be very task focused, and I had to learn to be very empathetic, and now I just do it naturally. But I had to learn it, and you know, some people are naturally gifted people, and I would advise that, you know, you have your practice staff that's interacting with the public as being very people, and they could handle all these things. But you need to be able to see things from the client's perspective rather than your own. And when you can get a good match between the two, then you will become much better. It's you know, there's different ways of putting the same message across, and sometimes I mean, I just give an example of my dentist, and I had to have he told me that I had to have 4 crowns done, but the way he put it across was I had to have them all done all at the same time. And actually, when I challenged him later, he said, "Oh no, you don't have to have them all done at the same time. You know, it's probably going to be like one a year." I was just saying that you had to have it done eventually. Well, I actually delayed my decision because I didn't want to have them all done at the same time. And yet, if he had have explained that to me better, I would have booked it in that day. You know, I think the way in which things are put across is important, and it's really about having the patient's best interest at heart, but also being able to communicate that in their language.
So you would say if you had a member of staff who was naturally gifted at explaining things to the patients and telling them what all the options are and what the choices are and everything, then obviously you want to make sure that that is the member of staff that the patients are dealing with, don't you? And if you've got someone who, as you say, is not a people person, or perhaps has an anti-sales mentality, then you want to get that person off the desk, don't you? Ideally, straight away.
Yes, definitely. And you know, I know Tracy has been doing some great work with dental practices and helping them to handle inquiries and so on. And you know, as I said, I'm sure that I could do some mystery shoppers in different dental practices, and some will be really good at handling those inquiries and knowing exactly what to say to people in order to encourage them to become patients. And others will do it really badly. And the worst is that they don't have any process, and they just leave it to chance. And if you're spending money on marketing, then really you're just wasting it unless you have that process in place to convert the inquiries into patients.